Hola, Sarah.
Hola, ¿qué tal?
I only know a few phrases, but I'm learning.
Perfect.
Okay, so yeah, super grateful for your time. There's little over 3 weeks before we start this adventure
Yeah.
again, Sarah. um, has it been more difficult to prepare this year than it was heading into the 2020 Dakar, Sarah?
Well, this year was a little bit crazy for all of us, I think, and also for preparing everything. But we have 2 years of experience in Dakar, so I think that's the good point for us. That makes it a little bit easier, but also there are many things this year that make it harder.
Yeah, and I would say the economics, Sarah, that to put together the budget
Yeah,
that
it was really hard for us to have the budget ready this year because all of the sponsors are in a hard situation, and it's normal for them to cut some costs, and the sponsorship, it's maybe the first you go away with that. So it was really hard, but we have a lot of friends, because they are not sponsors, they are like friends for us, that are keep pushing us. So we are so happy for being in this Dakar again.
yeah, for sure. Um, and I suppose, Sarah, budget wise, was really a factor in deciding to go and race the Motul Originals class. Um, but you have no help.
Yeah, I have to choose again, because I was thinking about going with assistance this year. But I have no choice. I have to go in original class or stand in the sofa. So I prefer to go on original class again.
Okay. Do you think competing in that class, Sarah, do you really feel it is harder for you as a female? Like what are the major differences? Let's take out strength. We take out body strength, but we're trying to aim for gender equality here. Yeah, what are your thoughts?
Yeah, I think original class is difficult for all of us.
Yeah.
It's harder for me because women have a different strength, like for men. But it's so difficult for anyone in this category, because it pushes really to the limit to yourself. You have less time for rest than the others.
Mm.
So this is what makes this class really hard, and and I think this is the real adventure.
Do you think, though, because you're a strong character and you've already proved that you have that mental ability, I suppose, to push beyond what other people would say, I've had enough. Do you think that there are some positive attributes for being a woman racing?
Yeah, I think so. We are weak in the strength, but
Mm,
we have a lot of abilities more. So it's what I love about rally, that it's not only strength. You have to think. You have to keep your bike good till the end. There are 2 weeks for keeping your bike in a good quality. So I think for women, maybe it's the discipline, because there's not only resistance, there's not only strength. You have to use your mind and keep the calm in some times
mm,
you have some problems, and be quick to resolve them. So I think maybe it's overall the sport that it's more easy for a woman.
yeah, which is like that's kind of an interesting point. I um I read an article on she's a woman, a jockey actually, a female jockey in Australia, and she was the first woman to win the Melbourne Cup. And her yes, in 155 years. And when her victory speech in front of everyone, TV networks, media, everyone, she said, "I can just say, everybody go get stuffed." she, she said, "I've just proved that um, a woman is capable of beating the
Yeah,
world."
could do it. Yeah,
Um,
it's the same. My first year, I want to race in this class because there was no other women
mm,
before that have done it. So why not? It's like
mm,
I want to show other people that a woman could do it. We could, of course.
mm. So so now maybe it's not such a great thing, Sarah, because you know what you're going to be up against, and perhaps it's better to go into the with the unknown. But
No,
you,
not really. My first year was awful because it was like a punch of reality, and it was like, no, I want to know how all the stuff is working, and the terrain, and how many hours I would be at the top of my bike, and that's a good point for me. Almost this year, and also next Dakar. We already have some info about stages, about how the Dakar Rally work, because it's another race, completely different than others. So I think it was so nice for us to know how things works.
okay, and I suppose that benefit is definitely you've already raced Saudi at the beginning of this year, Sarah. So you and of course all the other riders have had that feeling of the different terrain. Um, this year, for January next year, the route goes kind of. I kind of think it's going in reverse. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, you start at Jeddah and then you're going to head inland, and yeah, it's quite a different approach, I suppose. Um, how do you feel about going in and then up and then coming back down the Red Sea?
Well, I want to see the different Arabia that the rally director saw us in presentation. So I think it would be a great year. I think it would be harder than last year.
Mm,
So we have to be so mental, to know that we are going to ride a lot of hard terrain, a lot of rocks, and a lot
Yeah.
of harder terrain than the other year. So maybe it would be good for us,
Mm.
because I think I'm good on this strength when days are passing, but
Mm.
we have to survive every day.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. And I think there was a principle involved in setting the route for January, was making it more technical, Sarah, and slowing down that speed, um, which is good. Yes.
Yeah, I think it's good for riders, and specifically for moto riders,
Mm.
because we
Mm.
are, I think, the more vulnerable one.
Yeah.
So I think it would be better for us. Also, the airbag stuff. We have used it this half a year ago. So I think it would be two good points for Dakar Rally.
Yeah. And January, the road book will be digital, Sarah. Is that correct?
No, not
No.
yet. Only for,
Oh,
I think, for some cars and trucks, but not for bikes. I think they spend a year more, because we
okay.
have no choice to practice with it. You know,
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think the top riders use it at Andalusia Rally, that it's
Oh, yes.
like Morocco Rally.
Yeah.
And they told the organization that it's so little, the numbers and all the stuff. It's they were so tiny, and when you are riding a moto, it's
Mm.
always blinking everything, and you could not see it properly. So I think they are also developing this kind of electronic road book.
Okay. So just how do you read your road book and write at the same time? Like, how is that possible?
Yeah, you when you start in navigation stuff, it's difficult, because you want to write as fast as you can,
Mm.
uh, but you have to write as slow as you can, because you have to read a paper.
Mm.
Um, this is difficult, because if you are too fast, you always get off the cross of the paths and everything.
Mm.
You lose a lot of time.
Yeah.
So you have to be slow when you start navigate with your navigation, and then the speed comes alone. It
Mm.
comes when you are doing more kilometers. You start go faster, so
Okay.
that's no problem. But yeah, when you start navigation, it's so hard.
Yeah, for sure. And I think I don't know whether it's with already embedded in your monitor, but this year for next year they've brought in warning signals, Sarah, so that if incidents occur on the route, you do get pre warning. Is that correct? Does that work?
Uh, we have stuff in the GPS that makes like a beep to us,
Hmm.
but really, really loud. So we hear it.
Okay.
And last year, there was only a warning for danger 3, that is a really, really big danger.
Yeah.
And this year they put also a warning, a sound warning in danger 2.
Okay.
So we could instead, maybe you are not looking at the road book or you lose yourself, and now you could see the danger because you have a warning sound.
Yeah. Yeah. Which is a positive step.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, given you're the only female in the motor class, tell me. I see your trunk, 98 on it, and it was loaded. It was loaded on the container at Marseille. Um, Now, what is in the survival trunk, Sarah? Like, tell me, is that all you have? You just have the trunk yourself and the
It's
bike.
No, they put in the track of organization,
Yeah,
and they move it from bivouac to bivouac, and
yeah,
we have our lives inside
yeah.
because it's the only thing we have for 2 weeks. So, well, then we have the tent and all the stuff to sleep, but all our tools, all our spare parts, our things to eat during the stage, all the stuff is there. So it's like our life for for these 2 weeks.
And is there a specific weight, Sarah, that trunk has to come in at? I'm just thinking, that's your life survival kit for 13 days.
Yeah, it's because they have to put like we are 30 some riders in original class, so they have to
Okay,
put 30, I don't know,
30
if
points.
35 trunks in the truck. So they have measured that for to put
Wow,
all the stuff
yeah,
in the truck. It's
wow,
like a Tetris.
yeah. And the rest day, Hale, I think it is that where it is this next year. The rest day, and then we go to the is it the marathon stage, which is like it's such sweet revenge, Sarah. Like all the all the other riders, they can now do what you've been
Yeah, and
doing.
also for us, it's not the rest day because we work all the day in the bike to put it, all the stuff. We have no time to look for during other stages. We do the rest day. So we keep all the working, and all the riders were like, oh, relaxing and this stuff. And it's like, oh man, I want to sleep more, or I want
Yeah,
to go and eat something different. And it's like, no, no, no. I have to focus on my bike because, it's your passport to the finish line. So you have
exactly.
to take care about her.
And looking at the preparation to race, I mean, I know you competed in the Baja in Portugal, but apart from that, Sarah, there hasn't really been much as in race training. No,
No,
Mm,
nothing.
nothing. Wow.
Only these two races of Baja World Champion.
Yeah.
And it's over. All the other races
Yeah.
were over.
Yeah.
Uh, Here in Spain, we have other three races like Andalucía Rally, Baja Extremadura, and also Baja Cuenca. And they were too close to the
Mm.
Marseille,
Blueprint.
the boat, and
Yeah.
we have no choice because we have to work on the bikes, and we have no time to
Yeah.
race
Yeah.
this. these races. But well, we have trained a lot, work a lot on our bikes and on our physical, mental stuff. So I think we are okay prepared for this Dakar Rally.
I mean, that does make it like you have to be super disciplined, Sarah. I mean, you've only had 3 races in a whole year
Yeah.
from one Dakar to the next. And
But you know, Dakar Rally, it's really different from other races.
yeah,
So it's not as as important as
mm,
other
mm,
the preparation of other races, because it's so different.
yeah,
So maybe it would be better to spend like 1 week in Morocco,
mm,
all day in the bike, that race another rally. You know, because
yeah,
usually they last like 2, 3, 4 days, and this
mm,
is a two
mm,
week rally.
mm,
So it's really different.
yeah. Okay. Did you find racing the bar in Portugal, apart from when the first day was cancelled because of the threat of fire? Um, did you did you find anything that it was beneficial to go there and race, Sarah? Like, was there anything that you picked up?
Not really,
No.
because you know, the first Baja I raced it with another bike. It was not
Oh,
the
okay.
Dakar Rally bike.
Yeah.
So the second one, it was maybe better for me, because we have had a lot of the changes on our bike,
Mm,
to develop some things to put it better. And I tried them on the second round
okay.
of Baja's World Cup.
Yeah.
But then it starts to pour, and they cut
Yeah.
the special, and because it was a long special, I
Mm,
think it was like 300 kilometers, and they cut it like
okay.
80 kilometers. So it's like, oh no. So I only spent
Yeah. Yeah.
like 1 hour and a half in this stage, in on the top of my bike. So well, it
Yeah.
was good, because I was spending time on the Dakar Rally bike, but I wish it was more time.
Yeah. Because I think David Costera's set 7,600 kilometers, and out of that, 4,700 are special stages, Sarah.
Yeah, there's not 80 kilometers.
That's nowhere near 80. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I think David has done a great job this year,
Mm,
because it was so difficult to move and the all the people in the organization there, and do brand new stages.
yeah,
So I think we should be so grateful for this Dakar rally.
yeah, for sure. And um, and also, I get the feeling from ACO, the organization, and David himself, that they are really passionate in promoting women to race the Dakar. Though I think in the bike category, there's only three of you, Sarah. Is that right?
Yeah, I
Laya,
think so. Laia, Paul, Mirham, and me, I think.
yeah. And in SSV, Camellia and Annette.
Yeah.
Um, and there is there's a South African, Monica Plaza. She's co-driver, with her father.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah, she's
yeah.
Spanish, and
Oh,
also
yes, yes, yes.
a South African girl that
Tay,
Taylor. Yeah,
Tay Perry. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
She's co-piloting
Co-driver. Yeah,
uh,
for sure.
side by
So
side
I
too.
think, yeah, definitely the numbers are down for the woman compared to this year, but it is super special to see these women take up the challenge. And as you say, Sarah, we don't want to see you sitting on the couch watching it on TV.
No, I don't want to.
So, like for now, I know you leave on the 29th. Is it just a sort of a debriefing period, Sarah, or like how do you calm yourself before it all starts?
Well, you have to calm yourself. There's not other option. So you have to be strong mentally, and then start again.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, well, so grateful to you fitting us in.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
I know that, well, just from my preview posts, I know people to be able to hear you in person. It's just so good rather than me write an article, and and hopefully, Sarah, like we can touch base as much as possible. I know you were super good this year in your social media feeds. Do you think that may be possible for January?
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a good plan.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, and anyway, we'll touch base before you leave, and wish you all the very best. Like,
Thank
yeah.
you so much. You have to push at home, push my bike.
Okay, thank you, Sarah. De
Thank you,
nada.
everyone.